Thanks for pressing like if you enjoy the video. Alright, what's up, Unibros? We're playing some LOL Idle. Today's theme, facts. I want this to be an educational episode. I want you guys to drop knowledge on me. If you drop some great knowledge on me, I won't drop a bullet in your face. So let's begin. I'm going to go down the list here. Let's get Paradise and KFC down here first. Each of you guys will give me a fact, and then the audience will vote on which fact they liked the best. Which one they found the most fascinating, the most educational. We're not necessarily going for humor here. So, let's get started. So here we go. Paradise, you're up first, man. How you doing?
Not bad. Mine is kind of a long one, but hopefully you can withstand it.
Yeah, man. I'm down for that, dude. Just go for it.
Okay. On September 25th, 1999, Joan Murray jumped off a plane at 14,000 feet. However, she went to launch her parachute, it didn't deploy. She did launch her reserve chute, but only 700 feet from the ground. However, she span out control, and the reserve chute didn't deploy properly as well. Falling towards the Earth at around 80 miles an hour, it looked like certain death. And even worse, she landed on a nest of fire ants when it collided to the ground. However, this is the insane part. She received 200 amphibians soon after the plunge, and what would have been fatal on its own released enough adrenaline on her heart to keep pumping for her to go to the hospital. Murray suffered serious injuries, shattering her right side of the body and knocking her fillings out of the teeth. She went into a coma for 2 weeks at the North Carolina Medical Center, but survived after 20 reconstructive surgeries and 17 blood transfusions. She continued to work at the Bank of America after the accident, turning down retirement because of disability. She took physical sessions and went on to a 37th skydive with her 2 daughters 2 years later in 2001.
That's crazy. So to sum it up, lady skydives, parachutes mess up, she collides with the ground, but she collides into a fire ant nest, and the only reason she survived was because the fire ants biting her, causing adrenaline to be released.
Yep.
Although, here's my question, though, and you probably don't know the answer, which is okay.
That's crazy.
But, like,
talk about
yeah,
bad day.
it's absolutely insane.
That is the worst day possible.
But my question is, and you don't have to answer, this is just a thought, food for thought. Like, you'd figure that you'd release plenty of adrenaline on your own when you're falling from the sky and you realize your parachute does not work. Wouldn't you be like, oh, you know, like, you just like, wouldn't your body react to like, oh crap? So I'm curious why the fire ants released, like, you know, the fire ants were a more significant source of like triggering the adrenaline than just like falling to your doom. But that's cool.
I think just on your own, I don't think you produce enough adrenaline after that skydive. The fire ants released so much into it that made it. Even on its own, I don't think you had enough adrenaline to survive that. That's probably the reason.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, like, okay. But interesting. I'm going to look into that later myself, I remember. Thank you for that, Paradise. If you have comments on that,
It's on Wiki.
Got it. Alright.
Yeah.
KFC, your turn, dude.
What's up, Swift? You remember when you ate that dark chocolate, right?
I remember every piece of dark chocolate I've ever had in my life.
Well, dark chocolate is actually good for you because it contains a lot of antioxidants that can help the cardiovascular system by reducing blood pressure.
Is that why I don't have a heart attack when I rage every time? Can I thank dark chocolate for that?
Yeah. That dark chocolate is probably keeping you alive.
So I better not stop eating this dark chocolate. Otherwise, the
Yes.
next time I get angry
Do
at,
more.
you know, some like squeaker like shooting me in the face when they weren't supposed to. Alright.
Eat some mounds.
Mounds? With or without almonds?
Mounds. I really love mounds.
Do mounds have the
Mounds.
almonds or they don't? Almond Joy has the almonds, mounds don't. Because
Almond Joy
sometimes
is
you
the
feel like a nut,
almonds with milk chocolate.
and sometimes you don't. You're too young. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, Lemur. Alright, here we go. First round. Paradise versus KFC. And my terrible jokes. Here we go. Alright, and this is actually a really close vote. And Paradise gets it by about 6 votes. Congratulations to Paradise. Uncongratulations to KFC.
No, Lemur.
Alright, congratulations, Paradise. You can make your way to the next round. I'll call you up later. Looking forward to another great fact. Alright.
Where should I go?
I don't. It doesn't matter. I'm keeping track of this via
Anyway,
the,
okay.
via the board. You're good, man. You're good. Let's take Lee and Exotic next. Come on down, dudes.
Nowhere to stand.
I just played the Almond Joy commercial for everybody. Dude, no one's gonna forgive me. All right, so let's see. We got Exotic and we got Lee. What's up, gentlemen? How you doing, Exotic? Exotic. This is when you talk back to me.
My bad, my mic is muted.
That's
We're
all right.
good.
I like it that way. That way, there's less likely to be interruption. But now you're up, so I want to be interrupted by you. I want to be interrupted by a magnificently, like, informative and enjoyable fact. So whenever you're ready, Exotic.
Alright. So for every human on Earth, there's about 1.6 million ants. Except somehow the weird part about it is that for all those ants, it is extremely close to all of the weight of humans. It's less than 1,000 pounds.
Wait. What? Wait. Hang on. So you're telling me that for every human, there's how many ants?
1.6 million.
Okay.
And if you combine all of those ants, it's less than 1,000 pounds, like, of a difference between all the pounds added up of the humans.
So if I had this like ginormous scale, the size of the planet or whatever, and it had, like, you know, two sides to it. If I put every human on one side of the scale and every ant on the other side, there'd be 1 point whatever million times more ants, but the actual weight difference would only be like a matter of like thousands of pounds or 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, it'd be within 1,000 pounds.
That is crazy. But also, how the hell does a scientist figure that out? Because no one's going around like measuring ants. It must be statistics. See, that's what I get for skipping out statistics
Yeah,
class.
I don't know.
Never skip
You
skip
just
class,
type
kids.
crazy facts into Google and you see what comes up.
There we go. All right, thank you, Exotic. All right, next
I'm
up.
not the scientist.
I mean, yeah, no one here is discovering these facts, guys. We're all googling it. If something is not accurate, you cannot hold me or anyone in this game responsible. Go hug your mom. All right, next up, Lee. What's up, Lee?
Right, man. Yeah.
I'm doing great. You don't sound so energetic. Is it just really early in the morning where you are? Or are you just kind of like a low-key guy?
These are
Oh,
terrible.
whatever.
Oh, well.
What's your fact?
Going as fast as the Earth, you could reach the moon in 3.5 hours.
Going as fast as what?
The Earth, you could reach the moon in 3.5 hours.
Okay, so going as fast as the Earth. Now, do you mean as fast as the Earth rotates around the sun, or as fast as the Earth rotates? Because there's two speeds, right? Like
As
there's.
fast as it rotates.
Oh, so okay, the speed at which rotating. So right now we're like, even though I'm sitting down, like I'm like moving with the rotation of the Earth. So the speed I'm going right now by sitting down, if I kept at this speed, I'd be at the moon in 3.5 hours. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
There are some minute details like where the moon is in relation to the Earth, but let's assume, I guess, that maybe it's when the moon is closest to Earth. But very cool. That's actually very fascinating. Like right now, all of us are like actually like traveling at really high speeds, but we don't realize it because of, I don't know, gravity. I don't know. Ask your science teacher or your local nerd. All right, your local nerd that knows stuff. I'm a nerd that doesn't know this stuff. So thank you, Lee. Thank you, Exotic. It's time to put a poll up on the screen. Let's see who makes the next. All right, we're resuming. Exotic's got himself 470 something votes. Lee's got 250 something. More people can totally vote. We've got like 3,000 viewers. There should be more people voting. You guys should vote. Every vote counts. All right, so there we go. Exotic, congratulations, make the next round. Lee, see you next time. All right, next up, let's go ahead and take. Nope. Let's go ahead and take Vile Assassin and Sky Punch. Come on down, guys. Sky Punched. Vile. There we go. Oh, wow. Festive. Alright, Sky Punched. What's up, amigo?
What's
Amigo
up?
is Spanish for friend. That's my fact for the day.
What's
You don't-
up?
You don't sound impressed. Alright, I'm ready for your fact.
Alright, here it is. So, a species of antelope in Africa called the pronghorned antelope they have 10 times the vision. That basically means, like, they could, sorry. On a clear night, their vision is so good, they could see the rings of Saturn.
Wow. Well, that's pretty crazy. But if their vision is so good, how come they get pwned on the food chain? How come they're always getting devoured? You'd figure with that kind of vision they'd be able to spot when that freaking like hyena or I don't know, lion is coming after them. What's going on, bro? Are they lacking somewhere else? Do you know, or is that research I have to do on my own?
Well, like, so the cheetah, for example, is one of the fastest species in the world. So the antelope can't go faster than that, and also their hearing is not as good as their eyesight. So basically, if they don't see the cheetah, then they're kind of screwed.
You can't run from what you don't know if you don't know where to look. I see. All right, thank you, Sky Punch. There we go. I did not know antelope had like crazy vision. All right, Assassin, your turn, bro. What's up?
What's up, Swift?
I'm doing all right. Just chilling.
So, my fact is there was a Dutch man born in 1912 who willingly had an actual sword thrust through his body multiple times without organ damage. He was taught this method by Indian mystics and performed it in public.
I'm thinking about that for a second. Only because that doesn't seem like a trick, even if you knew exactly where to stab someone. It doesn't seem like a trick you could do too often. Like, alright guys, come back to my next show in about 4 years after I heal from these crazy wounds through my body. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, unless there's some kind of method to do it. Maybe a method to heal. That's interesting. Any other details on it? On where, or when he died, or how he died, or where the exact stab locations were? That's all you got? Source of your fact? What's your source, amigo? Don't got a source for me? Did you make up your fact? Violence went silent. Alright, here we go. Sky versus Vile. Let's see who makes it to the next round. Alright, the votes are in. Vile, it's okay, man. Vile, where's your face, bro? I want to see that smile. Where's that smile? Show me that smile. Alright, there we go. Sky Punch, you make it to the next round. Well done. Let's pull down Mr. Izzy and Bronx Bombers. Come on down. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Alright. Mr. Izzy, I'm glad you're back. What's your fact?
Hello.
Hi.
My fact is, if you try to suppress a sneeze, you can rupture a blood vessel in your heart or neck and die. I mean, in your head or neck and die.
Now, I don't know about you, but I suppress my sneezes all the time, especially if I'm like at like an event where someone's talking or whatever. I don't want to be rude. I'll just go like, you know, and whatever. But like, do you have any idea what the chances are of that happening? Is it like a 1 in a million chance of you like killing yourself, or is it like 1 in 1,000? Is every sneeze I suppress like me rolling the dice?
Something like that.
Well, I need to stop doing that.
Thanks for the vague answer. All right, now I'm curious what that number is, though. Well, I wonder what the chances are. If that's just some weird thing that's like 1 in a billion or something, then who knows? But if you eat your dark chocolate, then maybe you're like less likely to encounter that. I'm sure the fact is true. I think I've heard that somewhere too, but who knows what the chances are. All right, what's up, Bronx?
What's up?
Tell me a tale.
Alright, so, if you were to fall through planet Earth, it would take you approximately 38 minutes and 11 seconds to do so.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool, actually. So, let's say it was theoretically possible to, like, just make a hole from one side of the planet to the other, you know, ignoring the molten core and the other crazy stuff that would happen if you did that. Like, instead of it taking, like, you know, 20 hours to fly to like somewhere on the other side of the world, you could just kind of like, let's say, jump in like a capsule or something like that and just like drop yourself down. Maybe. You'd figure once you get to the bottom, like the middle, and you start heading the other way, like wouldn't the gravity start pulling you the other way? Like you'd just be stuck in the middle, maybe? I don't know, but that's interesting. But if you're just saying the distance and the speed at which someone falls, normally through gravity, you'd get there in like 30-something minutes. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Bronx, Izzy, thank you guys. Let's put the poll up and see who's making it to the next round. All right, so the poll completed. And I'm very fascinated by that why Bronx got so many more votes than Izzy. Was it because I was hassling Izzy about statistics? Damn, I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm like having an effect on this stuff. Anyway, if I had to choose between the two, I would have chose the sneeze fact. You know, a lot of these times I wish I had more information around it. But, you know, I'm just going to count on you guys in the comments to kind of educate me after the fact. So, congratulations, Bronx. You don't need the shield. Izzy. I'll see you later. Alright, let's pull down 3 folks. I want Silent, Toxic, and Apocalypse. Make your way over here. Let's get one of you guys in the center. Yeah, that's great. Bye. The comments in chat. Alright. Someone just mentioned you only die if you close your eyes while suppressing your sneeze. Doesn't that just prevent, like, wouldn't you want to prevent your eyeballs from flying out of your face? I don't know. Alright, Apocalypse. What's up, homie?
Hoping this fact is good enough.
I'd hope to.
You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Frederick Bauer invented the Pringles can. When he passed away in '08, his ashes were buried in one.
In
What
08?
a way to get buried.
Wait, in like 2008?
Yeah, 2008. Sorry, I say '08.
ZDog0663. Thank you for subscribing 2 months in a row, dude. So that's fascinating. Like, so he invented the Pringles can. And so he dies, and he's buried in the Pringles can, like his ashes or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Oh, wait, was it the ashes? Was it his ashes in the Pringles can? Or did they make like a giant Pringles can? So it wasn't like a giant Pringles can shaped coffin that they slipped his corpse into. Because that would have been even cooler.
Oh, that'd be too cool.
Yeah. You know, if I invented a Pringle can, I'd be like, yo, dogs. I want my coffin to be Pringles can shaped, sour cream and cheddar flavor. To slip my body in there, put the lid on, roll me in. Put the expiration date on the can to be the day I died. Thank you, GG.
I nominate that we should replace urns with Pringles cans.
No! I was on my actual coffin. Let's replace coffins with giant wooden Pringle cans. Anyway. Thank you, Apocalypse. Next up, Toxic Blue. It's your turn.
Alright, Swift. You want to know how to be a millionaire?
You know, you're saying I'm not a
You
millionaire
want to
already?
know how to be a millionaire? Alright.
Yeah, I want to know how.
So, alright. If you start with 1 penny and you double it every day, so like for day 1 you'd have 1 penny, day 2, 2 pennies, day 3, 4 pennies, and so on and so on. It would take you 27 days to be a millionaire.
That's some cool math, but Swift? Toxic Blue. I hear you, man.
Too much math.
Legit.
I
did it on a calculator. You'd have $1,342,177.28.
All right. So
and you can be a millionaire in just 27 days.
But how do you double it? Where do you get that money from?
The Twitch money, you know.
Oh, all right, guys. So yeah, how many people subscribed today? I need you guys all to subscribe. I need everyone to subscribe twice as many times tomorrow, and then twice as many the day after that. Let's do this, guys. All right, thank you, Toxic.
Yeah. We can make Swift a millionaire.
Scam artist.
I'm liking Toxic Blue more and more already. Thank you, Toxic.
Yeah, I'm on your side.
There we go. All right, next up, last but not least, Silent Night. What's yours?
0.52% of the static you see on dead TV stations is leftover radiation from the Big Bang. You're seeing residual effects of the universe's creation.
One more time. One more time. So you're talking like on old TVs, like old-timey TVs, like CRTs with like, you know, like rabbit ear antennas?
It doesn't really say the type of TV. It just says this TV station.
TV station.
But yeah,
I bet that's an old
0.52% of the static you see on a dead TV station is leftover radiation from the Big Bang. You're seeing residual effects of the universe's creation.
Oh, from the Big Bang. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of crazy that there's like residual radiation. But I guess it must be so minor that it's not like that we're all used to it already. Malsangui. Did I pronounce your name wrong? Probably not, but thank you for subscribing. 2 months in a row. I really appreciate the support. You're helping me on that road to
Swift,
become
I'm
a
already
millionaire.
helping you out.
Was it you that just subbed?
No, I'm
You
just
subbed.
helping.
You're already a subscriber. I can't put my gun at you like that. All right, thank you. So to recap, we have Apocalypse. Your fact was once again.
The creator of the Pringle can died in 2008 and was buried in one with his ashes.
There
Wow,
we go.
that was bad.
Toxic Blue. Your fact once again.
Yeah.
No, what's your fact? Dr. Phantom X, thank you for subscribing.
It would take you 27 days to be a millionaire if you start with 1 penny and you double it every day.
There we go. So let's create duping in real life, not just in Diablo. And Silent Knight, to recap your fact.
52% of the static you see on a dead TV station is leftover radiation from the Big Bang.
Great, thank you. There we go, guys. Time to vote between Apocalypse, Toxic, and Silent Knight. We'll be back with the winner. All right. The votes are in, and I just have to assume that the people watching the show really like math. There we go. Keep that in mind. So congratulations, Toxic. You make it to the next round. Apocalypse. Enjoy the Pringles. Not the dead guy. I want real Pringles. And Silent Knight makes me think about the radiation. I think there's radiation all around us right now, which I think is very fascinating. Like, you'd think that radiation is only in certain places from playing, like, you know, games like Fallout. It's like, oh, radiation zone. But you know what? We're always being bombarded with by radiation, just very low levels, I suppose. Thank you, Silent. All right, there we go. Toxic, congratulations. All right, well, can have all surviving players over here. Let's take a look at who's left alive for round 2. Alright, so our final players are, we got Paradise, Bronx Bomber, Toxic Blue, Exotic, and Sky
Yeah.
Punched. And, yeah, guess what? The first 2 people to crouch are going last. There we go. Toxic Blue and Paradise will go last. Next up, I want Bronx Bomber, Exotic, and Sky Punched. Come on down. Let's do
Look,
this.
that little kind of looks like a microphone.
What does?
That little antenna over.
Oh. Oh, this thing? Meh. It's all good. I already have a microphone on the screen right here. Okay, let's do this. Sky Punched, I'm ready for your fact, bro.
Alright. So basically, there was this guy. His name was Rodney Alakala. And so he was a serial killer and rapist back in the 70s. And so basically, when he was having his trial in court, this dude was crazy. So what he did was he basically went up to the witness stand and he asked himself questions in like a deeper, more sophisticated voice. And then he answered in his normal voice.
And, did he free himself?
No, he lost.
Did he get executed?
Yeah, he got sentenced to sentenced to death. He's not dead yet, but yeah, he's going to die.
Okay.
It's not
I
fact,
think
that's a fucking crime.
I think that would have made the fact or like the story like better if you just like, you know, ended it with like, and as a result of his questioning himself in like, you know, this unique way, he got himself sentenced to the death penalty. Okay, but thank you, Sky Punch. You have any names for us? Name of the dude?
Rodney Alakala.
Oh yeah, there we go. You said it.
He's
already.
on Wikipedia. You can look him
There
up.
we go.
He's legit.
Cool. Thank you, Sky. Next up, Bronx.
What's up?
What's up? I'm ready.
Alright, so, you know how you play Monopoly all the time, Swift? And you know how long your games take? Well, did you know that the longest game of Monopoly lasted 70 days?
Oh my god, I did know that. But 70 days. Why did it take 70 days? Like, or I mean, now hang on. I'm gonna ask you some questions here, and you may not know the answer, and that's okay. But 70 days. I don't think anyone stayed awake for 70 days, let alone like a group of people, at least 2 people playing Monopoly 70 days. Like, so do you have any details around this fact, like whether this was like, you know, total amount of time that took to play, like they paused the game, then resumed the game, and paused the game, then resumed the game, and kept on going?
Well, maybe they just had some substitutions for each player so that other people can sleep.
Oh, maybe. I love ponies on the Dale. On the daily, I suppose. Thank you, ponies. I guess, you know what, I bet you could break that record, like, if you really wanted to. Like, because you could just keep on playing, and I guess maybe, like, you know, maybe if you played and never built houses, you could theoretically play a game of Monopoly forever if no one played aggressively. But that's very fascinating. 70 days is the record, huh? I have no interest in beating that.
Challenge.
Alright, thank you, Bronx. Next up, Exotic.
What's up?
I'm ready, man. Drop some knowledge on me.
Alright, well this is extremely weird because mine also relates to Monopoly, but for the first 10 years between 1904 and 1914, more Monopoly money was produced than actual American money.
Wait, from what period? How long was this period?
10 years, 1904 to 1914.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That's not even like... Yeah, I'd want to know when, like, you know, what, like, how much money the U.S. government was producing around then. Because back then, it's probably worth noting that it's not like today where, like, you know, you type numbers into a machine, and then, like, bam, that money just exists. Like, I believe all back then, all the banknotes were backed up by actual gold, right? Like, every dollar was represented like an actual physical, like, you know, quantity of, like, resource or gold somewhere. Like, there was, like, those notes had value.
That was. You're true. Yeah. That's true. That's
true.
Anyway,
I just think that's fascinating. That's all.
Yeah.
Cool. There we go. There we go. So let's recap. Sky punched. Your fact regarded serial killer / rapist who defended himself using different voices. Bronx, your fact was about the longest Monopoly game ever. And Exotic, your fact was about, you know, the production of Monopoly money being greater than the actual production of U.S. money during the early 1900s. There we go. Thank you, guys. Let's see who's making it to the finals. All right, here we go. So the poll's over. Bronx, let's play some Monopoly sometime soon. Not 70 days worth, though. And, yeah, congratulations to Sky, who made it. Exotic. You were close, though. It was close. Like 20 votes away, was it? Alright, congratulations, Sky. Think about what your final fact is going to be for the finale. Next up, let's take Toxic and Paradise. You know what? You guys can just stay right where you are. You're just ready to go. Yeah, you're good. Paradise, you're up first.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about the Great Cookie Theft in 2013. There was one, well, to be honest, there was only one individual cookie. One large 20-kilogram cookie, golden cookie, stolen from the headquarters of a German manufacturer. The company rewarded over $1,500 for information about the Cookie Monster. No one came forward on this and suddenly got a ransom note from the Krumel Monster. Let me translate that from German. It's Cookie Monster. He had some demands. These demands are that Bolton, the German manufacturer, had to give milk chocolate chip cookies to young children in hospitals and the $1,500 reward to give it towards a local animal shelter. He said, hopefully you love cookies as much as I do and therefore want to be really generous. This is serious. Otherwise the giant cookie will be thrown away in the trash can with Oscar from Sesame Street. So the company donated 52,000 milk chocolate chip cookies to 52 charities, and soon after the cookie was hanging with a red bow on a local horse statue, and the Cookie Monster was never caught. Even the real Cookie Monster released statements on Twitter and various websites saying that it wasn't him, and he'll work fully with the police to find the Krumel Monster.
Well, that just ruined my childhood.
I didn't like Sesame Street anyway. I was always a Muppets fan.
Next week on Sesame Street, Big Bird. Did he take the golden egg? I don't know, man. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Paradise. All right, Toxic.
You're welcome.
You're up.
All right, Swift. Have you ever had a horse?
Not yet, man. No.
Well, when you do, you will be able to keep it within a blue whale's fart bubble.
What kind of fuck is that?
How large exactly is the fart bubble of a whale? I did not even know that whales farted.
True
I'm
fact.
asking you a question,
True
man.
fact. What?
How big is a whale's fart bubble, and do they actually fart?
Yeah, they fart. And probably the size of a horse. Dimensions.
You see what I work with here, people? You see what I work with? All right, so here we go. We got Paradise and Toxic. Let's see who's making it to the finals. Before I do that, I want to see who just subscribed. Actually, I can look up their name in a second here, but all right. Just to recap, Toxic and Paradise in the case of the golden cookie being stolen and Cookie Monster being on the run from the law. Well, no, that part's not true. But PickDill12, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, PickDill. Appreciate that. Road to a millionaire. Road to becoming a millionaire. Thank you, PickDill. All right, and Toxic Blue. Fart bubbles of a whale being the size of a horse. Wonderful. We'll be back. So, judging by the votes here, I mean, it's clear to tell that if you were to offer someone watching my show a golden cookie or a horse that's been inside the fart bubble of a whale, they'd really want to be on that horse, I guess. Is that an okay thing to extrapolate from this vote? But all right. Thank you, Paradise. I enjoyed that. So for the finale, we've got Toxic Blue and we've got Sky Punched. Gentlemen, come with me down over here, please, if you would. I'd like to see the waves crashing behind us or something along those lines. There we go. All right. You guys both ready to go, or you need time for your final fact?
Maybe like a minute or two, probably.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, no problem, guys. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're back. Toxic Blue, Sky Punched. This is it. Your facts better be good, because the folks here have some high expectations. So the person to go first will be the last person to crouch. Go. You guys both... Okay. So Toxic Blue will go second. Sky Punch will go first. Sky Punch, what is your fact, Saw?
Alright, so the last year the U.S. went without any deaths in a school shooting was 1981.
Oh, that's sort of... Wow. Sort of a bummer.
Wow.
Really? Wait, say that fact one more time, just so it can really sink in.
Alright, so the last year the United States went without any deaths in a school shooting was 1981.
Wow, way to go.
So just every year from 1982 and beyond, there've been school shootings every year?
At least someone died in a school shooting since 1981.
Damn. Chamack it. Wait, Chamack it in. Thank you for subscribing, dude. Now let me think about that. What was the most violent video game that was released in 1982? Donkey Kong
Super
or
Mario
something.
Bros.
No, was Super Mario Brothers out in 1982? I don't think it was. I think it was a little after that, maybe 85 or something. Alright.
Such violence in that game, man.
I know. Maybe Donkey Kong throwing barrels, inciting violence within schools. Who knows? Alright, next up.
Oh, no.
Oh, what's up? You have more information you want to share? No? Alright, next up, Toxic. What's your fact?
Alright, so, a while ago, Swift once had hair.
Oh, God.
You're
dead.
Sorry.
You are so dead.
No, I will. No, I need a real fact. We went over this at the beginning of the show. These need to be like real facts. So give me something. That's hilarious.
Wait, sorry, did you say something?
Yeah. What's your real fact? I need a real fact.
Is he saying something?
No,
I
he's
can't
not.
hear him.
Toxic Blue.
Okay,
I need a real fact. That was hilarious and everything.
Well,
but
that was a fact.
All right, congratulations, Sky Punch, our winner. Well done. All right, Sky Punch is the winner. All right,
Why
GG,
did you
man.
set up my one?
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Follow me on Twitter for updates on special events, what I'm playing, and more.